Welcome back to another Stay Woke podcast. This is D-Ray Brinson, and the Stay Woke podcast is, of course, presented by the sonicbreakdown.com. So if you haven't read a review or looked at the website, check it out. All of our guest information on the About Us page. So if you're ever wondering or want social media or links to the guests that we have on the show, that's where you can find it at. So today I'm going to introduce our special guest in the house today. We got Verti-B.
How you doing? Thank you for having me.
No problem, man. No problem. So Verti-B is a rapper from the Bay Area. Let us know about his music and what's going on, and give us some more information about how he got to where he is now. Where are you from originally?
Well, I'm from Oakland, born and raised. I stayed in a couple places. North Oakland first, then my parents moved to 35th and Meadow, which is near High Street, Bluebell District, Diamond District. Then after that, we moved to Bernie Park, which is like 105th near the Coliseum, over in that area. So I've lived in a couple places.
What gave you the idea to want to be a rapper and to start doing it?
Actually, it's kind of crazy. Like, I started when I was like in kindergarten. Like, me and one of my other classmates, our teacher, she would let us, like, after the curriculum, she would let us get in front of the class. I would beatbox and he would rap, and then we would switch off. He would beatbox and I would rap. So it started real young, and like, I'd say I got into sports after that point, so I took a little break, and then I'll say around like maybe 2003 I got back into it.
Okay.
Yeah, I started feeling like I wanted to pursue that passion again.
Like, when I listen to your music, I definitely feel like it's very Bay Area inspired. Is that something that you feel like you consciously do, or is that just a product of the environment? That's
It's definitely a product of my environment. It just comes with the Bay character. That's just how we're raised out here, It's definitely different than anywhere else. It's very unique. We have our own style. If you go to a different, city, they definitely know. They notice you, from Oakland or a different part of the Bay, they definitely notice.
Yeah, that's something definitely that I notice as well. What would you say is lyrically your biggest influences as a youth and as now?
Well, as a youth, I know growing up, the people I listened to were like E40, Too Short. My mom, she actually inspired me to some also. She listened to the Ghetto Boys.
Gotcha.
So it was like very diverse. Mainly rap, but I like a lot of different Bay rappers. I definitely grew up on that. And as of now, I would say the music has changed. So I still tend to stick with like the more lyrical rappers. I would say Kendrick Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
He's definitely a good one.
Gotcha.
I still like Jay-Z. He's still good.
Shout out to Jay. Just got inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame recently.
It's I definitely like still the older genuine rappers. Not to put down the rap now, but that real lyrical stuff is where it's at for me.
It just hits you differently.
Definitely.
I want to dive into and get into how your creative process. What gets you into that process? What gets you inspired? Is it going out to clubs, or is it just being in your own vibe, being in your own space?
I would say just living life, different life situations that you just experience in general. Like I have a song where I'm talking about me, myself, and I actually got. I don't know if I should talk about this, I might get in trouble, but me and my girl got into an altercation because she thought the song was about her. But I'm like, no, hold on. Yeah. It's not about you, I actually heard one of my friends talk about one of his situations, and I took that and put it into words. I'm like, dang, he going through this, so let me jot it down and see how I can word this,
Incorporate it into your story. Gotcha.
Exactly. And so, but yeah, that was a crazy situation. But it worked out after a while.
Okay. I know with some artists that they don't want to inject too much of their personal, is what, we just kind of touched on.
Mm-hmm.
How do you balance that of giving enough of detail to bring people into that world, but do you keep them at arm's length? Because there are artists that are really personal and just like, if they lived it, they'll put it on wax.
Yeah, I feel that's the best way. I mean, you want to be as honest as possible. You don't want to lie about it. I mean, because there's a lot of that going out, just people just saying anything just so they can make music. But I feel like if you're coming from the heart, it's really what happened. Everything is not going to be true. you got to keep the people hooked on to what you're saying and keep them wanting to hear more. But also you have to have those songs that are talking about the real situations and life. I mean, everybody just don't want to hear about money because everybody not making money. So
yeah, that's true.
You got to keep it real sometimes, and people want to hear stuff that they're actually going through. So that's what you have to do, keep the people also inspired.
Something that they can resonate with.
Exactly.
How do you pick your production? How does that process go?
Well, it's actually kind of iffy because like at first I was linked up with one guy, and it's kind of hard to find somebody like stably. So you kind of have to branch out and meet different people. So I got hooked up with this one guy named Rome. He's actually with a group called Planet Beats Productions. And so I've been working with him. He was in the Bay, but he moved to LA, so I'm going to have to link up with some more with him. But I've actually been working him actually the most. And my first CD actually was produced by a guy named Kane. So he produced all my songs on that first CD.
Okay.
But
what's the name of that first CD?
On the Grind. It's on SoundCloud right now also.
Okay.
You can look at that under Verti-B. It's on there.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna get on that Piff in a second though, and I'm always passing out CDs, so I got it on hand. But yeah, I'm still branching out. I actually had a little show last weekend to where I met up with this guy named Chuck Beats from the Bay, so I'm gonna get introduced with him, and we're gonna get into some things. But
okay, that's great collaboration and everything. Is there a specific type of production that you tend to gear towards, or that like are you more geared towards sampling, old school samples productions, or is it more faster type of productions with a faster beats per minute, or it really just has to, you just have to feel that vibe and you just go with the vibe that you feel based on what you're hearing?
Yeah, it's a different couple things that go into that. It is when I hear a beat and I feel like, I got a hook for that instantly, yes, then I'll go with that. And every producer has their own, their own technique and whatnot. So some producers, they got the little samples in there. I definitely love that. It's always good to go old school sometimes. And for some reason, I don't know, like both of my parents are both from the South. So like whenever I hear those South beats, I always get into those. But yeah, I love the Bay beats for sure. Yeah. So, and that's what usually, the guy Planet Beats, he got those mainly Bay beats, okay. And he also bringing the South aspect of it also, so it's pretty. I love working on him.
Okay, so let's talk about the project that you have now.
It's my first project called On the Grind.
Okay.
It's about 15 songs on there, but I think they're all influential. I got a couple party songs.
Okay.
But mainly I like to just vibe. That's what I like to. Something you can ride to in the car. Everything can't be a party song.
Yeah.
And so, you need something that you can just really sit back, ride.
Gotta have a nice mix.
Yeah. And enjoy your day.
Okay. Is there, did you have a theme or concept for this album?
Well, I picked On the Grind because I figured, I've been doing this for a while, but I'm just starting to really trying to get out there. So I'm really just grinding right now. And that's my main aspect, to just keep going and keep on the grind, so I can, get my name out there more and keep networking, meeting new people.
Yeah, put in the work.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
That's what it's all about if you really want to, pursue your dream.
And that's real. And I think that's a message that a lot of people can understand and resonate with, because there are a lot of people out there, regardless if even if it's not rapping, if it's, trying to get through school, trying to, get a promotion, whatever it is, everybody can understand and respect that grind of trying to do better and be better.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you executed as well as you wanted to for this album? Or do you feel like, that if you can have 5 more minutes, you can just tweak a little bit more to make it even better? Or is that you're happy with the product that you gave out?
I am happy with it for my first one. But I know it's definitely more room for improvement. I have to keep, writing, working on my craft. If I really want to do it, just keep, because there's definitely room. I know I can get better for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Because there are cats out there that, that they drop a project and they don't think they need that improvement. They don't work on the craft, that they don't the lyrical exercises as Jay-Z, Nas, Eminem, all the ones that people say are the greats and are the greats, constantly putting in that lyrical exercise, that lyrical work.
Yeah, I kind of feel like a lot of the kids or people that want to be artists now see the glamour, the money and everything that come with it. But if you really want to do it, I feel like that shouldn't be the main objective. You should really just want to do it for the love of the music.
Mm.
It's like it makes you feel good to perform in front of people and they feeling your music.
Yeah.
That's
that energy.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, man, those people really like what I'm saying and really feeling my music. So that's the objective for me.
And that's admirable that's your goal, and because there are other flashier goals as the reason why they're motivated to do music. What would you say is the biggest personal message that you're trying to promote, either through your music and just through your life?
Well, it's crazy because like when I meet new artists, I'm like, "What is your music like?" And I was like, "You can listen to it on SoundCloud, but mainly what I'm trying to give is a positive message." I really don't curse. Like I don't really talk about females like that. Every now and then it might get thrown in the song, but I'll shy away from like the guns and the drugs. That's not really in my music. And I know like in some songs, to keep the people wanting to hear, you talk about certain things and other subjects that people are boring, but if you present it the right way, keep them interested, then they'll really want to hear it, even though it's not talking about guns, women, and drugs or flashy cars. The same thing we usually hear a lot.
Yeah, the cliche so-called rap. Yeah,
exactly. When I first started, I was caught in it, but I was like, I don't have to do that. I can veer away from that and talk about something different because, it wasn't my environment, but I don't have to glorify it.
Yeah,
I can go
perpetuate it.
Exactly, and do my own thing, go down my own path. But it's like a lot of the artists, I don't know, it seems like they don't really want to hear that when I said it. Like, I want to do positive music. It's like they want to, just follow the same path.
Yeah, because to a certain point, you can understand the idea of going down that path. I'm not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong, but when you go down that path, just like there was a conversation that I had with a couple of friends, and one of the things that they said was everybody wants to go for the money, and I was like, no, I was like, not for me. I was like, yeah, if somebody's gonna offer me money, yeah, I'm gonna take it, but my goal isn't necessarily to get the money. It's to get a message that I want to get across. It's to give a platform, to give opportunity. Those are the things that are my goal.
Yeah.
And I believe that with that, you can still make money.
You can.
Like you can do what you think is right and make money at the same time.
Because people will notice that you're not sending out a fake message like, oh, you really live that way. And he didn't have to talk about the money and all that. He was talking about the way I'm living.
Yeah, genuine exactly. From the heart.
Yes.
Yeah. So like I said, man, I think that's very admirable, and I think that is something that is lacking in hip hop and in music in general. I wouldn't say it's lacking completely because there are artists out there you have to search and you have to find.
Yeah.
But I do think that there needs to be more of a balance between the two. Just like I've said about conscious or more lyrically based rap. Yeah, there are times for them trappy beats, them club beats. Yeah, there's times for that, but there needs to be a balance where you can get both of them at the equal quality and demand.
Yes.
And I think that's what will make hip hop even better than it is now. The other thing I want to go into in this podcast, because you're not just a rapper, man, you're an entrepreneur as well. And I wanted to touch into that entrepreneurial spirit of yours and talk about your clothing line.
Okay. Well, it's called Verti-B. I basically just came up with that name. Like, I was just trying to think of something different, like, that would catch the people's ear. And I just figured, like, I'll take the word fabulous and incorporate my name to it. And that's how I came up with it. And also, my girlfriend, she helped me come up with the design. And so I wore it to one of my shows, and people, after I performed, they just ran up to me. They just wanted the shirt. I didn't really think it was that. It's just a V that looks like a lightning bolt, but I guess they like the design. And so I've had a couple purchases, but I'm still trying to get it out there some more. But yeah, hopefully it'll take off some more.
So that was you and your girl. Well, basically, it sounded like she was the muse for the inspiration for the clothing line.
Yeah, she told me I should keep going with it.
Oh, that's
because she actually was at the show that I performed at when the people ran up after I performed, so she saw
The response?
Yeah, the response to how they liked it and the material. So it was definitely a positive outcome.
So I'll say definitely everybody out there, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. Vertabulous. Where can they check it out at?
I'll spell it out as VERTTABULOUS on Instagram. I have pictures of the shirts. I have kids, women's, and men's. So you definitely check them out. Just DM me for the prices, and I'll definitely get back to you as soon as possible.
That's great. Do you plan on expanding on the product line and everything of that as the buzz gets bigger and bigger?
Oh, I definitely want to. I don't want to stop.
Mm-hmm.
If it wants to expand, I'm not gonna limit myself. That's that's the point, to keep going and striving. And also, I think people really like the clothing, and if they're happy, I'm happy. So I just want to keep going, and hopefully some more people will like the design.
I want to also touch into again another aspect of the entrepreneurial spirit that you showcase is that you started your own record label as well. When did you start that, and what was the?
Well, I really wasn't rapping with anybody. I was probably say around 2008. I did have a friend I was rapping with, and he decided to stop and go his own way. So I felt like I shouldn't stop because I had the inspiration in me to keep making music, and so something just told me to keep going and don't stop. And so I decided not to. And so I figured, I know someone already had the Get Vertical with spelled regular, so I just added one more T, and so I could make it my own. And so, yeah, that was my inspiration for making the record label name. I really didn't think of anything else, and I thought that was kind of creative.
Is the current album, is that under your label or is that under a previous label?
It's under a previous label.
Okay.
But it's kind of complicated. The guy that produced it was under his label, but he took a stand back from it. He decided he didn't want to do music no more. So, but I'm definitely still working, and I'm definitely gonna come out with something soon. And also, I'm on the Sci-Fi mixtape right now, which is also at Rasputin, so you can go purchase it there. But it's all bass songs, 19 bass songs, different artists. Hopefully that I'll get to work with also.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So moving forward, is what I say is that the album that you have out now, is your next project going to be sounding similar to that, or do you plan on changing directions at all?
The production will probably be different. Because on the first album, the producer, he had like more jazzy, laid back beats, and he made all of the beats on that album, so they were under his style. So on the next one, it's gonna be different producers, probably 2 or 3. So it's gonna be different production. So it's gonna be the same message, but different production.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to switch it up a little bit.
Okay. Do you have an idea or for the concept of the next album, or you're still focused on this project right now?
I'm focused on this one. I haven't came up with a name for the next one. It'll probably come pretty much once I'm done. Because that's how the last one came. I finished all the songs and I came up with the album name. So it'll probably come after its entirety.
Okay. That's awesome. Is there anything else that you want to let the listeners know to really understand and know you as an artist that you feel like you haven't expressed already?
Well, that I'm just a humble guy, Bay artist, just trying to put out a positive message. I know, it's not the most exciting thing every time, but it can be if I make the right songs the right way. And I would say, give the music a chance. Go ahead and SoundCloud under Verti-B, give it a listen. And if you like it, just keep listening. I'm definitely gonna keep making more positive music. It's gonna be the club hits, the riding bangers, whatever you want to hear. I definitely got to make those still, but I'm still gonna push that positive message. And for the kids coming up, it's like I'm definitely gonna make some music to attract to them too. Most music, is not for the kids, so you definitely have to keep something out there for them also.
And like I said, man, I wanna first commend you on the fact that you're pushing that positive message.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Even when you know that the way society views things is usually the things that aren't best for the culture or best for society are tend to get higher value and more plays and more likes. Just like that girl, the Catch Me Outside girl.
Yeah.
She's getting so many views and so many followers, but like really, what are you saying? Like you're saying I want to fight somebody outside.
Exactly.
Because that's really what we should be promoting. And again, I'm not hating on her. Get your money, but I'm saying at the end of the day, I want to push something more positive. I want to push something that's going to actually help somebody and in a positive light. And so I definitely appreciate others that are trying to do that same thing, trying to push that positivity, especially in hip hop and in a culture that at this time isn't always pushing that idea.
I appreciate that, yeah.
But I believe, like you said, that if you continue to put that message out there and you put it in a way that people can resonate and people can relate and understand that, you can be successful as well. So, like I said, man, I wish you the best and I wish you continued success.
I appreciate that. I thank you for letting me come out and express my views and, get this message out to the people.
We got F and Maddie in the studio.
This whole interview because I had a nice chemistry going. I didn't want to mess it up. It's like the 2-man game, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, I'm gonna just set screens, you know what I'm saying? Let y'all do your thing, and help the team out. Or say whatever the hell you gonna say. All right.
So that was F and Maddie. But again, so if you check out Verti-B's music on SoundCloud, Verti-B. You can check out his clothing line, Vertabulous, as we stated. His record label, Get Vertical, as well as his Instagram is Vertabulous. So I will have all those links under the About Us page on the sonicbreakdown.com, as well as I'll have a link to his SoundCloud page on under the description. So if you're listening to this, you should see the link. Click on it and listen to the music and leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Let him know what you think. Give him some likes, subscribe, and again, so we want to thank Verti-B for coming and blessing the Stay Woke podcast. So our motto, it's live, listen to some great music, and above all, love more. So the Stay Woke podcast, and we out.